I didn't like that way. Like, I know the devs were kind of talking about maybe it being technically quite good in theory, but I didn't like the implementation. I do think it was a little bit lackluster. But on this map as well for Mates, I mean, to me, Mini was outstanding.
Yeah, he really
Pure
was.
class as an anchor, but starting out on the attacking side here for Mates, and obviously Eternal Fire on the defending side.
Yeah, actually gonna do a little bit of company. Has to respect the util here. Beepo able to dash in. And another thing I've certainly got my eye on is Beepo demonstrating a bit more comfort here. Probably a sigh of relief to get through a series here with a comp change. Overall change of direction here. Neki catch one drifting into the smoke here. Martin good for the trade, and Beepo follows through.
Yeah, all looking pretty solid for Mates to start with. They'll be happy enough with that as a beginning. But a pivot. Not going to take things too lightly, as I think most people have realized by now. Nothing is really given at this point. Echo gets the catch on the cross, blind, but going to be happy himself with it.
Very scrambled call, though. And they're going to be able to get the plant down here and comfortably set up. But you look at the HP advantage here. Glyph down at 22. Beepo tagged to 75. Martin has to deliver on the first, and he does.
I mean, we constantly ask more and more of this man, and he always seems to be up to the test and at least hitting his stride as of late. As Echo going with Izzy, gonna really put him through his paces. That was gorgeous from Eternal Fire. And a reminder of their firepower, Mike. I know we can sing the praises of Gentlemates quite often in what they can bring to a server when it comes to at least that aspect. But you put Eternal Fire under a similar lens, they are also passing the test.
Absolutely. A team that continues to impress. I mean, Neki, for me, alongside Echo, two of the most exciting players to really watch develop throughout this year already. And really, that's how do you pick a highlight from this roster? Everybody has had their moment in the sun.
Oh, this is a nice
And Izzy as well. Got to argue has the upper hand in terms of that head-to-head. Like I said, for me, Beepo at least showing a lot more promise than we've seen previously yesterday on the Jet. Certainly want to see Mates build upon that, but obviously there's no turnaround in between games here.
No, and when you ask about adaptation, how much have they been able to work with, it's going to be hard to ask those questions of a team who's just coming off another game. And as much as this looked a little interesting at the beginning with Echo falling, it should be kept in hand. It is just classics coming out for Mates here this round, so by all rights, you're imagining a little bit of a roasting over towards the logs, but it does encourage Glyph then to swing, so going to make this costly. Going to keep them somewhat in check.
Izzy will find 3 actually. Good, great progress towards the Blade Storm already.
Oh, they're looking a little bit concerned
confused,
about something. Maybe the in-ears there, just getting those right.
Probably two of the teams that are most prone to a stand-up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, disconnected.
One enemy remaining.
Is he able to farm up here? Again, it's only 2 to survive, and we'll have to see how the round 3 purchase will set.
This round as well with the Gentlemates comp, so we get to kind of see how it's sitting with them. I'd love to see if they want to implement Martin's ult here. Again, you might know you're coming into a very
Well, how well do they read the
light
buy here?
bonus,
Yeah,
yeah.
look at what's on the other side here for Eternal Fire. We'll be able to hop on board with the comms just to see how this one pans out.
Yeah, can we pump it? I will drone, guys. Okay. Put smoke guard and I will drone.
You're one.
Ready?
You're one. You're gonna be the one.
Really?
I'm only 3, 2.
Go Molly, go Molly.
Can you smoke in one corner also?
Yeah. I'll use both smokes then, okay? Can you wall tree actually? Wall tree? Only smoke.
Get
side.
Let's wait a bit.
Can judge.
Come, let's do 4-1 A speed. Leave Connor there.
Okay. I will ult when you hold my body from mid.
Connor, stay here.
Yeah,
You will
yeah,
blind for us.
Yeah.
Or something, if needed.
It's Sova and Jet on A.
Play anti-flash someone?
I'm anti. Okay, I'm off.
They direct cleared him in, so nothing.
He's good, he's good.
Hold my
He's
body
good.
from mid, Mini, okay?
Yeah, Mini, hold on.
I will cage and trap here.
Go.
Speed up, speed up, speed up.
We're joining me. Close in me to me, Sova. I'm blinded up. Close in me, blinded.
Help me.
Could be switch on you, fair.
Hey, behind you! Behind you! Garden!
Spike down.
Oh my god,
1 HP. In the smoke.
Garden.
I will run.
Buddha, just go side.
Close the door. Close up tree.
I would be
30
nervous
seconds left.
by all rights, but the fact that it's Echo scares the life out of me. Beheading Martin, you could hear the panic, the change in comms when they realized someone was behind them. I think that was Ordaz at the time, but Echo with 7 bullets, had to take a gamble. And, well, a decent bonus for them, all said and done. Mates unable to identify where that stack was at the start.
Absolutely, a ton of damage and to impact the purchase here for the Mates. And again, things really in a position to spiral out of control potentially. There was Ordaz, you're right, tucked in. potentially, if it wasn't for Mini, an opportunity to punish the running back here.
Let's go! Good.
Like I said, then upgrades to be considered. Obviously, Echo's position to cause further issues on the side of the mates. Neural theft available. Again, Beepo really the next closest.
Again, to me, I just can't keep my eyes off of Mini recently. The way he's been working has been exceptionally interesting. And again, keeping a lot of presence towards middle, humbling some of that pressure that maybe Izzy would have been considering.
Chomping at the bit to get out there, yeah.
Oh, hands down. But good space taken here by Beepo. Uncontested, however.
Now looking to just funnel in towards heaven here. And the plant won't be contested, but plenty of information here off the drone and attack as well. Not sure if they can punish that one on the other side of things. Fabian tagged up.
Yeah, feeling like
punished.
He was almost unnoted there, but he had been revealed. So again, Eternal Fire flooding the site perfectly. Mini, I said, keep eyes on him. He can't do a thing here. They got swept on the site. They're even pausing for thought, taking a second to see if they could maybe catch him on something, but no. Easy work on that retake.
A little lost in the lurk. Again, Izzy to show presence early on. Maybe just keeps Mini considering, I guess, the other half of this rotation, but so quickly, Eternal Fire able to stack up in towards heaven. And, as you said, just sweeping the site. The kill feed just all green for them.
It looked so easy. None of the crossfires holding, no swings off it. It just felt one by one. That's broken the buy too.
Yep. Izzy, operator in hand, still one off the Blade Storm now. And this ult cycle looking a little healthier on one side of the board. Pending the outcome of this one.
If they could punish Izzy, though, that'd be a dream come true, but
My ult's ready.
I'd be very surprised if they could get to him on a solo fight here, but he has been left towards market now. Still has that dash just in case required. He's comfortable. Is going to invest it, though. Gonna know
Oh! What?
For the note! I didn't think he landed that.
I think you saw him.
Oh, it was just perfect. And Ordaz starting to flex a little here as well. Starting to take that space by one. We haven't seen them explore before. This is looking fantastic. Until now, maybe a bit overzealous here. Unnecessary. As Ordaz going to be required to overachieve, and well, he does.
Now, Mini 23 HP, a 1v3 presented.
If he had a bit more.
Yeah, a real tough one to navigate.
And look at the positionings they're going to be coming from. You've got main, you've got door pressure.
Spike planted.
It's going to be back to the wall Valorant here, but let's see what you got. The spacing too good. Way too good, way too buttoned up. And that's what I want to see as well. Something that I think we were critiquing when it came to split, at least with mates, was some of those kind of, the spacing issues, those timing issues. This looks comfortable for Eternal Fire so far.
That's what I said. Beepo probably under a very different lens here. Oh, he did spot him just ahead of the cage. A beautiful shot by Izzy.
Oh, Izzy's nasty, isn't
Yeah,
he?
so snappy already in these opening 5 rounds. The mates to call a time.
To be the one to kind of go pound for pound with Izzy, it feels like a bit of a mismatch, at least when we talk about comfort.
I mean, against most
current
other
form.
Jets in the league.
Yeah, so this is going to be a tricky one for him, but I don't think it's all on Beepo here necessarily. I do want to look at the rest of the roster to try and make something of that, but Beepo going to note one and now note the push-up as well. This should be relayed, this should be called. You can see the scramble from mates to sit a little bit deeper and try and mitigate Fabian and that ult.
And the camera obviously noting nobody else had backfilled that space Fabian's able to create. But the camera is removed now, so mate's probably conscious to re-clear this space now. It's taken, it's taken everyone to do so. I mean, they're going to completely give up the B site here. If this drone spots anybody on the cross, actually just expired at the right time. Neki won't catch a glimpse of anyone.
Those trips are as well. They made the most of that little bit of a scramble that came from mates. If they want to get close to B.
Very deep trip here, though, so they're going to know very early on. And if Echo can maybe hold them at the front door, does have some supportive utility here from the Astra.
I really like this. Again, it just buys time. Echo can then tuck himself in, going to know, yes, there's a player
I don't think he cleared here. The drone has to clear it.
Did it? Don't
he didn't clear on the dash!
Oh, Echo gets away with daylight robbery. That should have been seen. These are the small mistakes that could add up. However, for now, mates have sight and Beepo's got a glimpse. Hunter's Fury and a good shot there. They're putting just about everything into this one. And is he going to get away? But sadly, Neki won't, leaving just the two alive. And Beepo unwilling to give up the space either, trying to posture up a touch. As Fabian and Izzy cautiously stepping back towards side. Beepo on the corner, nice from him. Big round as Fabian, a 1v3 required. That was a little overzealous. And that, I thought there was something to that. Bloody hell, threat and a half with this team, but mates with a needed round.
I mean, it's little things like this. Again, we saw an instance yesterday on Split, the dog not clearing an angle. Here's a drone and a dash in, and yes, there's a wall up to obscure some of the vision, but it's the little details here that can really be crucial in terms of making this comp very safe. And even some of the set pieces look very safe. Luckily, not an instance here that we can be too critical of. No. But there was a real chance. A player like Echo,
give him a little bit more room.
Give him a one and done, and usually he's finding a couple.
Yeah. He over-delivers more often than not. So default called on here for mates. Just going to play it out pretty standard. Early clear towards mid. Seeing no one with an operator, not seeing Izzy around. This could then kind of imply that presence could be on the extremities. Operator shot is now heard. I think at least Izzy rattled a shot off there. Might have actually just been Beepo. Oh, well, there's the big information. Oh, they are going to be chuffed to bits with that.
Beepo eats a ton of damage off that, actually. You can see he's desperate to find this value again. Glyph on a TP, just for information here. Again, no secrets about this. There are plenty of sound cues to operate on.
This is a half buy. It's a bit of a broken buy, right? You've still got that operator, yes, and a judge and a vandal, but everything else is sheriffs. So it is still a little bit lacking in the timing. Minnie, that felt so unnecessary. Did we need to slip CT on that? Haven't quite dealt with sight yet either, and now it's getting a bit bizarre. Mates looking like they're a little lost in this. There's Izzy trying to do the dodge as best he can. It's Fabian to find Martine, leaving them in tatters. Beepo, this needs to be exceptional work from you, and Glyph has to deliver. He can't. A shambolic round from mates in reality, as Beepo's options become to save.
Has to try and hold on to this, and Fire do so well to convert a purchase. I mean, yes, it's a half buy, but there's an operator and a rifle in here. They're actually charging towards him. Echo will find it with a judge removed here. Beautiful stuff. Beepo initially the one to lead the charge up mid. It's the one that's actually on the back foot all the way in towards B main.
Just that
very
push on
chaotic,
CT.
but yeah. Mini maybe just not reading the numbers.
I mean, unlucky that he just misses the play.
It is a very awkward timing, but it's such a gamble to walk in here.
When you had no real security elsewhere, it felt, I don't know, maybe a misread from what they were expecting. Am I seeing a double op-out? Yeah, Echo as well.
It's foul work.
Camera taken out.
Oh, okay, off the early. Can't hold that line, but he's not really moving back, is he? He's playing ahead of his own utility too, so feeling bold about this. And up against Eco, I get a bit nervous, but he's fine. He backs himself in these fights and playing maybe somewhat outside of expectation.
Now, what do they read into Echo killing someone with an operator? Do they know that there's another one lying in wait?
They're trying to just overwhelm him, potentially? Looks like that's... Oh, hello.
Got Nat's line up there.
A vintage one, yeah. I can't believe that Echo just feels so comfortable doing this. It feels so counterintuitive, but he's doing this, man. He's landing headshots when he doesn't have to. And now the Izzy's here. Oh, this is brutality, isn't it? Stop it, Izzy.
No.
Stop it. You behave.
Get back on the ground right now.
Okay, see, it's these moments that I get not frustrated, but you can't be doing this, man.
Styling on them.
6-2, they're doing that.
First 8 rounds here. Eternal Fire looking as if they're very happy to get down and dirty with the mates. They're totally in control of this first half of Ascent.
It does send a statement as well, right? There is something to be said about it. I think if we talk bigger picture, do we love teams pushing up against pistols and lighter purchases? No, it's awful. Especially with a double operator in play. Like, you just sit there going, what are we doing? But it does send a message, and I think confidence can be such a key factor here in these games.
Especially in this matchup between these players as well.
Look at Izzy. Just exuding this sort of bravado to how he's playing in middle. And it's completely put Mini on the back foot.
I have information here towards top mid as well, but nobody in a position to really bail Mini out. Now, Izzy's patience will be tested, but I think he's reading the map really well.
They've got the 3-play stack on A anyway, right? They don't have to overcommit here. Oh, Izzy, your timing. Ooh. Okay. Izzy's back online.
Joke's over.
How long do you wait? Because contact's now coming in, right? You're hearing these.
He's baiting him with the updraft.
It is just a brilliant battle in middle, but we have to focus on the site somewhat because Martin breaking down the door. Unnecessary in the swings there. I don't think he could have gap closed, but Fabian fancies to go himself, walks the smoke. I feel like this is too far. They've taken. I liked what Izzy was doing, but he's the one who's seemingly playing the safest now. But they're on the cross, seen and revealed. He shouldn't get away with too much. Called out information and he goes forward. He's all alone though, swept aside. Mates given a chance and they will take that every day of the week.
I think you probably expect a few rounds like this, whether or not it will slow things down on the side of Eternal Fire, but Mates up to the challenge. They're in round 9 for sure. Martin just bulldozing his way onto site. There was a moment there, I mean, is he baiting the updraft here to almost lure Mini in? Not that I think that's maybe going to have a massive outcome in terms of what's going on elsewhere, but 6-3 now the scoreline. A divide and a neural theft on one side and nothing available here for the Mates. Fabian looking to maybe crunch here towards the orb on the back of Neki's drone. Won't actually catch either player.
Okay, well, Daz, can you slow this down? Get some spell back towards door. Getting a little panicked here, somewhat. Yeah, very panicked. Bebo's behind them all. That was a messy round again. Some fundamental flaws with Eternal Fire. Neki. He's got a bit of play there, but it felt individual again. No one able to potentially work off the back of that as Izzy just about makes it over. But Bebo's taken control this time. Looking sharp as Echo. To try and pull up a 1v3. Not gonna happen. Bebo, exceptional work there from him.
Runs away with this one, a dash all the way through tree. Gets up into heaven, applies so much pressure, and even though actually 2 kills in favor of Eternal Fire on the site.
They look indecisive by Switch almost. It got a bit too panicked here. You saw it with Martin's presence.
It's difficult in either situation here to really choose which side of the site you want to prioritize, but another round that, again, in terms of pacing, the Mates look happy to follow Eternal Fire down this rabbit hole.
If you're Mates, you've surely found a bit of a weakness there, right? This A site, they look like they want to kind of exploit this over and over, but...
Yeah, like I said, you'd maybe expect to see a couple of rounds like that, but I don't think that's sustainable against Eternal Fire. If you want to go an entire map playing like that, it's...
Eternal Fire, I mean, my mind goes to split, but it goes to split, right? When I saw the game with them before, just that repeated hits, but I guess it is Mates this time, knowing they're up against a lighter purchase, potentially looking to explore the other side of the map. Mini's made great progress up middle as well. Unchecked on until then, he's got freedom. He's even noted the players moving as they do go down, and actually it's Martin caught there. That's Echo. Oh no, Izzy. I thought he was on for another. Neki's grabbed one towards Starzo, and suddenly we've got a bit of a flip of the script here. Bebo forced to invest the knives. He needs to clear Echo and needs to do it somewhat quickly. There is pressure to this. It is a 1-for-1 trade out. Mini again going to be required to go huge on this.
Does get himself at least an upgrade here, but 79 HP. And the spike not to hand here.
Well, they've made great steps. Good strides. He needs to get both. I don't know if he's got it in him here. Trying to isolate one, but the shots aren't landing. Fabian is a little low though, 10 HP.
They line
up easy. Oh my God, this is getting just an extended fight. And now it's down to the weakened target, but with 10 seconds. It's a battle of attrition, 6 bullets fight. It's gonna be Fabian finding it. With the Emoda Thrifty coming through, I thought Mates had that one right.
Again, this is the sort of thing, it comes right down to the wire. Eternal Fire is so good at scrapping some of these situations out. Another conversion of a lesser purchase, this time a Thrifty. Mates, again, the only real downside here is by the time they've traded everything out, look at where the spike is.
Yeah. That was, I guess, when it got dropped then? Yeah, just caught through market.
7-4 now. The mate's still going to be comfortable in the purchase and going to fire back on a buy of their own. Fabian. Got to bail out this wine player.
He's trying. He's made it there in time. And look at the follow-up here. They fight as 5, don't they? It's just everyone's in. Izzy, just the execution on Glyph. If you don't get out, we'll force you out. And I think Mate's now on really the receiving end of
He's tagged up
this.
as well, down to 25.
I don't even know when.
And a chance here for Martin to maybe retrieve an orb. Have an opportunity to effectively throw a third body in the mix here.
Got free sight.
The problem being Echo is going to put the neural theft in here.
I'm speed up. There you go, as I said, trying to get that additional body. A little bit of a stall here. Quite nice, but not going to buy enough time to really deny at least the plant coming in, but it's going to ask a lot from Martin here. Looking to sit safe, potentially, for that ult.
Divide could cause issues as well. They've got to remain fairly active on the site. Team probably just looking for the opportunity to invest here.
I thought he was pretty close to that on Fabian.
Come on, let's go!
There's the ult pop. This is a time buyer. Trying to work with Mini here. Good work, good corner play from him. Echo a little ahead of that. Mini still 20 HP. Flash gonna be fine to be turned here. Mini again, they are doing this. Mini is desperately trying, but Ordaz! Where did you find the second? Mini soaked so much of that, but Ordaz just excelling here.
Beautiful shots to close out an 8-4 half, Lauren. Again, both teams looking to scrap back and forth here.
I think we actually are going to have a halftime interview with Monster, who is a Valorant player for one of our local teams.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, that was...
That last round was really close.
But Eternal Fire, in my mind, are playing up to caliber, playing up to my expectations of how explosive this team can be.
I think as well, just coming back to the same point I made, it's not really sustainable for mates to get into the sort of play style that Eternal Fire are going to bait you into. Don't get me wrong, it's so easy to sit here and say, yeah, don't feed into these engagements, but they're so slippery. The ability to really apply players like Fabian and Izzy. You see here, Fabian might just have a little bit of company. Proactivity on the side of mates here, outside A main. Again, not shying away from the possibility at all. They clear through this space now. Fabian going to tuck in. Echo beheads Starzo.
That's just a Ferrari peak on the site. Who's still on the site, though? Mini, okay, he was so good at anchoring this side of the map. And, oh, it does turn into a bit of a battlefield, but eventually does go down. Ordaz there to be able to keep it in check, but the plant's in play.
Spike planted.
At this point, trying to batten down the hatches.
Fabian's still got util to play with as well. Again, going to be given a smoke to flash out of. Paranoia sent through. See what mates can get done here. Flash off the reveal. Doesn't actually land here. Fabian forced a little deeper into main.
Okay, Ordaz. Gonna be forced off for now. You can see Neki just tucked in. I was gonna say not quite clean enough to be able to reset. As Eternal Fire doing exactly as prescribed here. And you're right though, mates getting pretty active on the other side of the map, trying to get involved, but you've got Echo just...
I mean, here's the thing, right?
People,
in a round where Izzy and Fabian can go aggressive somewhere on the map, alongside the likes of Neki, you have Ordaz and Echo, who are just solid anchors. Obviously, you're talking about the attacking side here. If you're going to pressure onto the extremity, Echo's one of the few players you want to run into, man. Certain rounds, he just looks so crispy. All in towards mid here from the mates.
Hello.
Get what they want, but a ton of information given across.
It's a throwback. I do love a good stand middle. All of us, if we just get one, that'll do. So you just roll as a pack of 4 players now. They did suffer their own casualty in the form of Beepo, but that's fine. Again, you're not expecting to win every engagement here. You're trying to make something out of nothing. And for Neki, though, it's farming time. He is the one kind of standing on the side. He's got the support there with him, and they hold the line well. Comfortable stuff for Eternal Fire.
Double digits, obviously. Mates have to answer back now. Prevent a bonus being converted. It would feel like the nail in the coffin here on Ascent, for sure. Do they continue with this trend we've already seen in the first few rounds? happy to brawl out, at least early on the barrier drop. Mini looking to maybe punish the lighter side of this inventory here, the light shields, but rifles across the board for Eternal Fire.
Okay, so we do have a little check-in here for the comms as well, so we get to hear it from the other side. Let's make sure how they're sounding.
Dönek B'ye.
Hani ben burada kalayım.
Kal.
Bir tane de lane Ömür.
B'yi fakeleyelim, A'yı alırsan döneriz.
Ömür tek bekim var sana çıkmak istersen.
Hala cross mu alabok? Ben vururum onu.
GT'de GT Evan'ı kırdı. Evan'ı kırdı biri. Garden Evan'ı kırdı.
Abi şimdi buradan dönün ya.
Tam fakeleyeceğiz zaten. Bir pikleyelim beraber.
Flash atarım. Ben gidiyorum siz ikiniz.
Abi Orba.
Alsana silahımı. Silahımı.
Orba dinle deme. Orba ben basayım. Gidin flash pick atın. Phoenix alıyor sancak.
Çok iyi kol.
Tamam.
3, 2, 1.
Görmedim kimseye.
Drone basacağım
Silahımı
buraya.
alabilirsin alın.
Ya wall basıyorum şöyle.
Ben yürüyeceğim
Sol
buraya.
boş.
O lane'den
sağ
pick
boş.
atacak, dikkat.
Test. Market, 2 market.
Tamam,
B boş.
Dönüyor biri dönüyor. B5 mu? Markete su görüyorum.
Retim. Market molly verdim Ömür. Dönüyorum.
Bir tane daha.
Vururuz.
Aman döndü. Aman döndü.
Gel. CT'ye de
CT Amun CT.
Geçiyorum, kuracağım.
Aldım CT Ömür senden.
Sola bakıyorum.
Açık kuruyorum beyler birazcık.
Çıktı.
80 vurdum 2 çıktı. 80 Phoenix.
All right, anything Echo can do, Martin might be able to do better. And all that's what some
Where's the
weird
ult?
from
Where's the ult?
Martin. What do you want to do about
You can
this?
pressure onto the backside of the ult.
Where is it?
Oh, it's all the way towards Switch.
Okay. This is such a bizarre round. Martin trying to play this just
Wardaz can play
right.
late on this, though.
Yeah,
Martin almost has to make a decision here.
he's got to be the one to make the move, right?
Can he get right on the edge? Is that still... It doesn't catch. It doesn't catch. He's sticking it.
Oh, and Ordaz has no idea. Martin, with daylight robbery, steals it away.
Just outside. The star a little misplaced here. Not sure. I didn't actually know when it had gone down.
No,
if it was
no.
scrambled again. He's so far away from this, but... Man, just as I said it, Echo, like I said, he's some of these rounds so crisp. How does he get 3 in that situation at the start of the round?
I literally couldn't tell you. It felt just unfathomable that he was able to achieve it, but still, sharp reminder of what they can do, but a lifeline for Gentle Mates. They need a couple more of those to keep themselves kind of feeling out this game. I'd like to see a couple more players. We know that Martin can do this in Mini. Give me the others stepping up. We saw Starzo having generational impact again in that previous series. They need a bit more of that. Izzy, though, slips the net, and bloody hell, they're swinging everything, man.
Starzo will get a response here, but Izzy quickly answers back. 3 left for the mates now. 2 Guardians and a Judge, so advantage firmly in favor of Eternal Fire.
The timing on this. Oh, Cliff, oh no! How are you losing that fight? Oh, that's a gut punch. I'm feeling it. Starzo now under a lot of trouble. You can see it there. Izzy just barely visible in some of these fights, but so damn clean. They are such gunners.
Just embracing the Turkish approach to Ascent. So fast. Difficult to pin down in a number of situations here. And also, I mean, the favor of the gods in certain situations.
What is that from Izzy? Oh.
Bro, I'm so unlucky.
Bitter pill to swallow here as the scoreline now just makes it so uncomfortable to really justify the risks that they're taking in some of these rounds. They have to shy away from it. Now that margin for error, all but gone. And unfortunately, Eternal Fire can just slow things down now, really let some of these rounds sweat a little bit.
But it's Eternal Fire. How slow is slow at this point? Let's be real. It's still 120. They're in sight. It's one of the reasons I really like this roster as well. It was such a breath of fresh air from the traditional EMEA style that I think we all grew a little bit weary with. But in this situation, they haven't had to use an ult. They haven't had to do anything. They've had the keys to the castle. They chose the right site.
Round 18 is not going to be pretty.
No, it will not be. So let's hope for Mates they can maybe be a little bit more disruptive on this retake. You can see that Eternal Fire are starting to slip back a little bit deeper into these post plants as here comes the pressure I flash towards heaven, but no one to follow. And there's the first to go down. It's Starzo. Good gap close, but the instantaneous reaction is swift. Eternal Fire pulling no punches today.
Again, it's only the Blade Storm invested just to clean this up. Probably the ultimate you could throw in the mix here. Hunter's Fury, Divide. Pavian's run it back. I mean, Starzo and Mini have been able to pick up their ultimates, but short of finding an early pick here from the Hunter's Fury, the buy is not going to reflect the ability to really make a stand here in round 18.
I thought it'd be slightly better than this. You were saying it was going to look shaky.
Nope.
No. Well, good luck. Right off the rip, we're going to pull out something from the playbook. I like the idea, but even then, Beepo just gets manhandled in middle, and they wanted to just flex towards side. They've got the info, they're already out of the smoke. And there's the trade on the ult then being invested. It's layered. Even in all this chaos, they look composed. They have plans in mind. And look at this, everything on the money for Eternal Fire. As for mates,
Spike planted.
it feels a little flat here. A little outplayed and very outgunned.
Yeah, I mean, Mini, the situation now.
You don't
Clock's going to decide this one. Judge in hand, he needs the first. We'll get the information from the neural theft, but it is a miracle required of him. Eternal Fire just chomping at the bit to close it out here. We'll find it. Neki to close, finding number 13. Defeating the mates here on their map pick and the opening of this.
They have been out of the frying pan and into the fire, I guess you could argue. So at this point, it is now getting concerning. They've got to be so sharp on this. And, well, it's got to start with a pistol round, doesn't it? That's where it all begins. And it will be mates on the defending side and Eternal Fire on the attack.
Chance here, potentially for mates to go forwards, but Glyph primed and ready with a paranoia. Door will open here, will connect onto both. Can't pin them down though, is he?
Damage.
Escapes with his life.
Yeah, but 14 HP ain't much, and Starzo, oh, you can see the temptation, right? You want to get in, close down on something there.
It's like wide open though.
It certainly is, but they've already, it feels like they've already kind of postured for retake on this. Maybe put a lot of their eggs in the basket on the other side of the map, but by now it is now going to be smothered by Eternal Fire. You do have a lot of them somewhat the walking wounded. Izzy, Favian, suffering a touch. Favian going to put his life on the line. The trade's there for Neki, however, but the plant's in play.
Okay, looking to get aggressive in towards Spawn will force the mates to address that issue. Full 4v4 here. Nearly catching one. What happened to Heaven? Glyph's found the first though, he's found the second. Ord has to respond finally, but Beepo will find Izzy.
Ordaz, a 1v3, the paranoia, exceptionally good. But can he find the third and final man? He certainly heard them, but Mini's on the case. He's not letting this one slip just yet. Mates with a necessity here of getting around on their side.
Again, a massive indication of how the mates want to approach this, at least early on. Stacked up, strength in numbers. They'll get what they want initially from that first engagement, but Izzy left the walking wounded. Oh my God, are they forcing? They're going to force back in here.
They're actually going for this. Oh, they're naughty.
Expect them to run it down again.
They're up to naughtiness, Michael. I like it. I mean, this team, it feels like no one's been able to humble them yet. It doesn't matter even if they lose, they're still up for it. All right. Now, this will be a horrific surprise for mates. They will not expect this. And if they do, I'll be incredibly impressed. Don't want to give away the game. The counter goes in.
It's a big
that pain
nade.
shell. The C's as well. Actually thought it might even do more damage, but they get to live. But at this point, you're getting a bit curious as to what's going on. A Sheriff Herd doesn't give away the full game, but now there's plenty of bodies, but they can't seem to close down on them. Martin able to stand his ground as Mini then dives in as well. Which is Eternal Fire may have wanted this. They ain't going to get what they want today. With 3 remaining,
I mean, Jesus.
mates make it out of there.
Look at their HP though after that. Not much left in it at all for the mates, but a second on the board regardless. Make the purchase a little more awkward. Eternal Fire will come back in with upgraded pistols as well. She's got to be conscious here that there's still certainly a threat. Yes, a huge advantage here, but they can isolate a player or two. Eternal Fire certainly still with a shot here in round 3.
They're going Aggie on this. Okay, Meg's trying to play out. Ooh, that's a problem. That's
Ton
gonna
of info off that reveal.
At least, what, 2? I don't know if it caught the 3rd, but even then, very telling. And an immediate rotate, a pivot across to the other side of the map over towards A. Easy. All good.
The issue being when they get up onto site here, they can make use of these upgraded pistols and the Bucky as well. Starzo found one. Is he desperate to equalize? He just on in. He's found Izzy off the reveal.
Okay, Neki, Echo, and Fabian just being swept aside. This is a good reaction, a good response from mates. 5 standing, bullish in approach, making the site pretty comfortable in the end.
Probably squashing some of that early momentum that Eternal Fire would be relying on an in-zone flawless here to find number 3. Big start here for the mates and much needed. Fire certainly still looking to apply pressure here, but Beepo shining.
Let's go!
Here at the start of Lotus. With a TP available, Beepo one away from the Blade Storm. Inside of Eternal Fire, it's Ordaz's TP, but Neki the next closest here. Rifles back in hand, a slight advantage in terms of inventory for Eternal Fire after a bizarre opening 3 rounds. Again, stacked as 4. Look at how they want to play. This is what you want to see from the mates.
You almost have to, right? It's...
If they shy away, it's Eternal Fire. Once they
Oh, God.
get
Hold
that
on.
feeling of
Yeah, there's that
advantage,
feeling.
yeah, in terms of momentum, they will run away with that. So the mates doing exactly what's necessary to slow things down here at the start of Lotus.
It just puts them into the loving arms of Mini at this point, who is ready for this. How many light shields are there? Not that many to exploit. So he has to give up some of this site, all the way deeper towards CT. And they've just answered back with their own sort of pace. Is he gonna get the paranoia, and away we go. Beepo's been handled. Good trade. Torn adds up for it. It is a bloodbath on the site. 3v3 plants in. Is he just on the blind retreat gonna catch Glyph?
Camera over the top here. Reveal some information, but it's just Martine and Mini left. We get an upgrade here. Martine now, rifle in hand. A chance to do some work, but Izzy will squash out any hope here in round 4. Post the first for Eternal Fire.
That was just a mad brawl on there, just getting their wigs blown off it one by one. I just feel like this game's going to be so out of character almost at times with the amount of aggression we're seeing. So unorthodox, the 4-1s we're going to have to get through.
Well, out of character for one team,
yes,
sure, but...
Yes, actually, if anything, kind of standard by this point on the other.
For me, certainly, it's the mates that have to step up to the plate in that regard, and at least here, didn't see much of it on Ascent, I got to be honest, but ticking the box here at the start of Lotus. These very heavy leans early on here in terms of formation, but this one looking a little more traditional. Early information here denied by Eternal Fire. Beepo on an angle here with an operator should back away, but
It's so sketchy to try and play close to these smokes.
Thought he was going to hang around in the smoke there for a moment, but Echo could be played in here. Starzo, look at his swing on. Will catch a headshot. We'll keep him in check.
Walking away a little.
Camera's not noted Mini on the walk-up either.
Yeah, paranoia. Okay, they're on the site. I'm waiting for the
that's
commitment.
Stetson. Oh, okay.
Martine still able to isolate one and play his life. Izzy is slowed down, but it never really slows him down. Even at player disadvantages, they're still going to go deeper. They're still going to try and find a body to drop. And Stars are suffering from that early engage. Be forced off and considered. And they're already hunting him down. You're looking at Izzy. He's got that deep line cornered off. Mini, surely expected now. But Beepo's found Ordaz. Does this open up a chance now in the 3v3? Izzy's opportunities were limited. Guy to left on his own. Forced to fight forward and falls, leaving Neki in the 1v3. A great reaction from mates, but they're not out of the woods just yet. Oh, where are we, Mini? Well, we're playing the cam, and that time, Neki's actually on for an absolute heater! Saving Eternal Fire from that. A Red Bull clutch and a half.
Neki delivers here. They Again, slightly off, but maybe chaotic comms here.
Mistakes made.
Absolutely. Neki gifted an opportunity to find exactly what he needs here, which is isolating players.
Sit down!
The most difficult one, really, to pluck Beepo out of that situation. Second on the board, and now the mates scraping pennies together. Just missing 1 point for Starzo, Martin, and Mini. And Izzy now operator in hand.
And
he's been lethal with this.
And it's
Look at the
so
X-ray.
pacey, man. There's four players here, 4-1. How many times are we going to say this? Stacked up, he still gets out. Caught on the retreat, though, is Fabian. He goes down. That is a recoverable weapon if they do want to explore further. But it's a quick pivot. They're playing in Martin, who's got the ult up and over. Does drop a player. This is madness, Mike.
Got to stabilize here. Starzo, Beepo, and Mini now, weapons in hand. Izzy does have an ultimate, but not much in terms of util here.
It just feels like
In
no matter
this
the
post.
odds, they just scare me the way they're playing. Exuding confidence on all occasions. And Izzy set to succeed on the line as well. Turns his glance to the other side of the map. He plays in front of the smoke there. I feel that was unnecessary, a step too far, but who am I to tell him how to play at this point? As they line up, Neki can't stop fighting these players. Starzo, wrong place, wrong time. And Eternal Fire look like they are playing a different game today.
Back-to-back 3Ks for Neki. Looking so solid here when Eternal Fire needs somebody to defy the odds. And again, I think Izzy just playing with temptation. A little too much some of these scenarios, but you got to respect that he has to maintain this sort of ferocity, really, in some of these rounds.
The bravado to do it, right? Just, you've already done well. You could just stay a little bit deep. Nah, he's going to walk his own way. I'm going in. All right, we're going to have a comms check to give ourselves a moment to catch our breath.
I'm gonna fake TP.
They will open doors, Bipo, maybe.
Be up. Searching.
All good, all good. They might
Set in Hobbit, Hobbit.
Wait a bit, wait for me.
In Hobbit, Neon.
I'll smoke out, man.
They smoke
You
heaven.
open door, people, I can smoke in front of you.
No. I'll just open door and go
I
back.
have Hobbit, guys.
Spike planted.
I can blind Hobbit on every take.
I'll
Close
grab
Hobbit,
my
yeah.
side.
Let's save, let's save.
Yeah, just save.
Wait, we can try, we can try.
Okay.
Oh, one ceiling.
I think Hobbit.
Vito.
Look out, man.
Come, play.
On towards ceiling.
I'm could be under you.
Dead.
It's okay. Close rounds, guys.
Yeah.
Oi.
They felt half in and half out of that idea
And
every couple of seconds.
And a call comes there where it's like, no, we can go for this. And
like
it feels-
Starzo's trying to spur him on.
Yeah. And it might sound a little desperate, but this is certainly doable. At the point at which the investment comes in, you certainly think they can turn things around there, but you got to question whether or not kind of everybody's on board with the same sort of idea before it's called, right?
Spot on. And I also want to go back to the start of things. Martin sounded really frustrated with that opening start there of the op being on B. Ace. And for mates, it's hard.
unanswered.
It's hard to answer back.
Yeah, 4 unanswered now, and they're back in the lead. The mates won't have a bite. And ult's not necessarily there for Eternal Fire either. A neural theft, and that's about it, but is he at least kept in check here early on? A little bit of chip damage. Again, a heavy lean on one side of the map here. Echo might catch a glimpse of this. Mini beheads him.
Yeah, Mini comes out on top of that. 35 HP for Mini, but he'll be happy enough to get the body. And a good bit of work from Glyph
What a
as
spike
well.
is.
This is big stuff.
I mean, somebody has to come back and retrieve this, is he? One with the operator in hand, but Fabian has slipped the net here.
You said the amount of pressure he can build, and you look towards C. It looks like there's something similar going on there, trying to maybe slip a little bit deeper, but I think Martin's on this corner with the Sheriff, so he can hold that a little bit more passively. Going to understand that Ordaz or a player is near here. You're waiting to hear these rotations, maybe relayed by Fabian.
Surely he doesn't clear close here.
You're not going to clear with the crosshair up like that anyway, surely? Unless they've heard something. Something's made them come back to this. And they just didn't expect him that far. You can see it in how they were trying to re-clear this. There are players close by. You can see one in that smoke still. But it doesn't seem to matter. They're getting everything they want. A valiant attempt again by Mates, but it's just not working.
To find number 5 now. Need an answer back here in round 9. It's Beepo going to be picking up on Operator once more.
This is when you miss those reps as a team, having that solid foundation beneath you.
Because it'd be easy to come into a matchup where a team does play a little more passively. You can execute some of the things you've worked on. Some of these concepts aren't necessarily alien to you, but here it's like you don't get a chance to set. I'm even alluding back to what Martin's frustration, right? It's like, oh, yeah, we haven't even got into position yet.
And he's
exploring B with an op, guys. Like, that's where the tilt comes from, right? Whatever discussion you've had about this transition and how you want to play, you don't get a chance to catch your breath in some of these rounds.
Starzo going to play towards that blue door. A bit of a deeper off angle, but Izzy, I imagine if he can clear this correctly, does get the advantage almost, but with a deeper shift to the corner from Starzo. There it is, though. It's so well considered.
Yeah.
Very heads-up work from them. And as
now
much
Izzy's back on the line.
Yeah. And as much as you can say, oh, they're just aggressive, they just do this, they just do that, they're so good at it, they're so diligent. It is not just sheer luck that they've made it to this position. Double stack towards Hell, very unorthodox here by that drop down as Fabian removes Martin. It's Mini, left to his own devices, and he's just desperate to do something. This is bullying at this point. 3v2 though, not out of the realms of reality. But Echo's got the line. Glyph, you don't get play in at this point.
Glyph lucky to escape with his life there. Beepo going to get back onto this angle now, but Echo has a camera to counteract that, and Fabian will pop the showstopper to slow things down even more. When he post up here, we'll find Glyph regardless from the grave.
They know where Beepo was.
Yeah.
You can already see that shift a little closer from Echo, making sure it's not an individual effort, but he's got to speed up, Beepo. He's got to try and draw the eyes, but it's the last thing he'd want. This is starting to compound here. You're starting to really feel how heavy that weight of this scoreline is going to become.
Gotta go.
See, they're still desperate to at least posture up. But again, they're just not getting the engagement they want. Again, this one comes down to basically living and dying by spamming into a cage alongside that triangle. If not, the ace site hold falls completely. It's really well considered across the board by Eternal Fire. Ordaz leading the charge, by the way, 12 and 6, quietly top
doing
fragging
well
here. Just insane work from him.
They're getting such good reads on the stacks that are happening, and then they can just speed up on site. Fortunately, this time, Beepo's actually been able to deny Izzy the instantaneous springboard towards the C site. Goes back for seconds, but now he's cornered. Now he could be in trouble. Beepo's got to try and play this out. He's doing well here. Takes away Ordaz, who's been that heavy hitter. But there's still more players, and they've got the site. They just don't quite have it secure yet.
Be careful about the spam here.
There's a paint shell. Oh, Echo and Neki! They're not losing!
It's
even it's this close!
Man. He sees there, has to run forwards, and finds the headshot regardless. Echo, in the meantime, by the way, finds the other kill. It's just poetry in motion in some of these rounds. And I come back to the same thing, it's just not a lot you can do. As the mate's like, you have to make the decision to put yourself in the firing line at a disadvantage in a number of scenarios. And they're just getting swept in some of these rounds. Beepo, Blade Storm to hand. We'll go forwards here, but probably kept in check a little bit. Izzy creeping onto this angle. Echo will find it. He'll double down. Starzo's fallen. Fabian will have all the information in his favor, but won't find the kill.
Yeah, and in these games, I'm not even looking at who's hitting, who's not. We've kept our eyes on Beepo on this role change as well, and kind of how they're playing out. But it's a collective effort. Izzy, 2 for 1.
Of course, of course.
Doesn't need the discount. The man's flush at this point. And for Glyph left on 20, the options become 0. There's nothing more to be done here. And it takes a lot of talent to make this chaos look calm. But Eternal Fire fully in control of this. And as you said, it's a It's a Sophie's choice almost for mates. What do you do about it? Because on one hand, do we play this aggressive
Oh my
style?
God, man.
They found him anyway. What do you do if you are mates? I want to see almost the double timer, but at this point, is it just too late? Do you let them just play out the half?
Into the last one, I mean, we've got much to rely on here. Martin, one off for showstopper, neural theft available for Mini. The other side, a TP available for Ordaz. I don't think we'll see anything else other than Izzy's ultimate. Staring down the barrel right now, and look at the mini-map. Another heavy investment towards the A side, and Eternal Fire might just switch it up here and all in towards C. Mini going to be drawn away from the choke point here, has to give being found that fourth here, but Izzy able to find Beepo with ease. No second layer to this. Maybe a quick pivot towards Echo. Have to make use of this window of opportunity here. Echo actually revealed, tries to get a little cheeky, get ahead of that. Is he isolated? No! He still finds Starzone. That's the spike.
What is this man made of? Echo is nuts. There's now Glyph in the 1v3. He's buried. Ooh, that was unreal. Give it in replay.
Yeah.
Andy?
I mean, just watching Echo in some of these situations is just a joy. And again, it's the worst possible person to find, sorry. Starzo, desperate to pin down the anchor and get the kill, basically ahead of the rotation. But he gives the spike up.
And he was the bomb fragger.
They can flood all the way out.
That's the weakest link right now, or was, on Eternal Fire.
By the numbers, yeah.
By the numbers.
We're reaching.
4-9 now, Eternal Fire. They like the idea of staying alive here. His mates looking a little lost now. Got to do something with this. Got to try and pull themselves back into this game.
We're talking about the resilience required. Another brutal first half to have to bounce back from. Echo obviously got the information early on Glyph. Already call across a second player in the form of Neki. Just a sheriff in hand for him. All 5 members of the mates staring down the A site. I have to reveal their whereabouts here. The audio and the trip, actually. Echo's found one. Neki has found one as well. Echo going to comfortably tuck in here. Nobody can really remove him from that position. They'll get the plant at best, but surely not the round. As Fabian will find, another headshot here to find number 10 for Eternal Fire. And rifles kept in hand here. Talking about the previous, all but decided by the round, the first half scoreline. Similar affair here on Lotus. Everything rides on this first buy. Eternal Fire convert a bonus here. It will feel like a death sentence for the mates.
It's kind of how it feels right now, right? It is just the will to try and stay alive at this point. Eternal Fire are getting everything they want. They've got their players hitting, it's all lining up. They've got the map one behind them. They've looked solid. For Mates, it's been an arduous road, though. They had to play such an incredible series not too long ago. And to be able to keep doing that after getting coaching changes, role changes, you can give 1,000,001 reasons as to why. But on the day, it has been Eternal Fire, firmly in control of this. But an opportunity for Mate to fight back.
I think it'd be easy to probably lean into those things really heavily, but Eternal Fire once more impressing me.
Hands down.
Their overall approach here as they're going forwards once more in round 15. Martin will find Izzy though.
It's a good start. Don't need to clear Fabian, who just handed. Oh! He's handed out more than haircuts. The headshot's flying at this point. And Martin gonna walk away a little weaker than before. Neki.
You see, he wanted to swing onto that man. Echo knows his angles, knows the chance that somebody could be there.
Oh, he gets marked.
Second again.
I thought he was fine. Nah. Starzo, we're not shooting bodies. Maybe 4 to 10, are we? All right.
Just a rifle and
Don't
a sheriff
lose this
here.
round, though.
A
Oh
2v4.
my god. Oh my god, not after that. All right, lock in, folks.
They're all huddled into tree.
No. Nordad's still alive.
Neki's util.
C's there for Neki. And they've cleared. Oh, they've cleared so much of sight. There's no. There's no way. There's no way. Ordad's at 6 HP. There is no way that they win this. Oh my good god. Why was it down at just Glyph?
I mean, yeah, any other scenario here with the C's.
I couldn't handle it.
I mean, Neki considered it for a second, and he's in the smoke. He's like, hang on, I'm in the smoke.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Guys?
But again, it comes down to just one member. Mates certainly can't stabilize off that round 15 victory. Forced to reinvest. Again.
He's grinning.
Yeah, he knows he's got them up against the ropes. So at least, I mean, Starzo, a Guardian Mini, a scope in hand.
Izzy's got that op out, though.
Light shield, so it's a fair fight.
Yeah, I guess
find
you're,
each other.
you're all right.
Do you get a fair fight versus Izzy?
No. No. Just by default, no.
I mean, the best you could ask for really is a chance to one-shot.
Mates, I don't want to say they're indecisive, but they're certainly taking their time here. Getting Mini building up towards that C site. A bit of a variety on the trips here. That's contact made. They're not really falling away from that double stack towards door on the A side either. This is a bit of a switch up. We've kind of seen that mostly Echo's been playing on that A side. To him now, dedicated and just a blind shot. It's been rewarded. And now the information of 45 seconds. They've got what they want. They've even noted that Starzo not with the pack. Martin caught on the back pedal. This is devastating. You shot his body and now he's putting you in the grave. Echo will be grinning after this one. Martin and Starzo to face what could be basically the music at this point. 20 HP on him. He does clear Echo. That opens up the chance towards C, but that
Look
spike
at what's next.
is, oh god, it's...
Last player standing.
What are you meant to do?
Martin, I mean, we had the showstopper from the death regardless, but...
That's 11.
10 seconds
yeah.
left.
This feels
Probably
like a...
wants to hold on to the rifle. If he's even given the opportunity to, you can see here they're looking to hunt. They don't want to leave anything up to chance. Fabian to find it. 11 on the board now. Look what's left in the bank for the Mates. Beepo will get a rifle. Got some ultimates. And they're all theft of the TP though, not anything really. He's going to offset. What is
God,
that?
he's so good at this.
Second timeout called here by the Mates. No timeout called by Eternal Fire yet.
Look at it if you're Mates.
Yeah, they push all in here.
They've got to. And
They want to deny the fight for overtime. Make a stand here in round 17.
They've got to, but Eternal Fire, we're going to check in with them, see how it sounds to be on the verge of what could be an incredible victory.
Alıyorum abi, kıracağım her şeyini.
Başka suman var mı?
Yok kanka.
Ananı sikeyim.
25 saniye. Çok erken aldın. Ben backside'e geçiyorum. Jet 2'yiz. Parlayan var ya girişlerinde sen de
Dok. B'ye dok B'ye.
Ben attım ben.
Girecek giriyor.
attım parlayı. Mamur. 2 3 3
Can Cypher
Anıl
bir
bekle.
Backside.
Anıl kapıyı açacağım.
Ulti bastım.
Anıl ulti verdim sana.
Side'da.
Abartmayın.
Beepo can do nothing but fall to his knees as Eternal Fire making it up to 12. And this means a lot to these boys. They are absolutely fired up by this. You can hear it
They're
though.
laughing and joking, man.
jovial in the comms, man. They're just loving it.
The way Martin dies as well.
Oh.
Echo about, I mean, a small handful of players that can make a judge look impressive, but snapping back and forth here.
Bir can Cypher bir can.
Oh, they know they've got him. They know they've got him. It's more than just blood in the water. They have got mates absolutely where they want them in this as Izzy. Can he keep himself composed in these moments here? The temptation to overplay, to fight in. And Fabian, well, he absolutely is up for that challenge. It leaves Neki in a world of trouble. Support's on the way. Echo overwhelmed. There's still life yet in the mates. Clinging onto it for now.
The ultimate here off the plant.
Spike planted.
4 still standing, Beepo clinging to life, but investment here from Starzo, they have to convert this, so
It's
absolutely
everything.
going for this.
Oh no, I thought there was a moment he could have isolated. It's on
It's Neki,
Neki now.
though. It's Neki, though.
1v3. Beepo down low on the left side, on the right, clears it. Looks
No way! Surely not!
And now Mini, the ultimate anchor, the man who's been ice cold, who's been everything for them, stands the test this time. Still keeping life among the mates. But this is down to the wire stuff.
They don't care, man. They're still laughing. And the mates able to turn the pace in their favor here.
What a stark contrast.
Still 6 rounds. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a crumb,
The
crumb on the mouse pad.
Hate it when that happens.
It's the only thing that will give mates a chance to keep their head above water here. But it has to be flawless now.
Why am
Beepo
I scared of this round,
played, so
though?
I'm terrified.
He's got to get checked. He's got to get checked. Someone's got to deal with him. Ooh, Beepo's taking damage. He's got the kill, though. Fabian's dead, and Echo gets cleared. This just all feels like I'm living on the edge here. Neki now, next in line. Does take one, but takes a lot of damage for it. Down to 8 HP. Izzy quick to backfill.
Has Izzy dealt with util? Do they know about it just yet? I mean, they're prioritizing towards CT. Absolutely the right decision.
Good call. Can't make mistakes, though. Can't fall to this. Unable to trade on that, so they keep the numbers up. 2v3. Neki, no! It's down to a 1v2. It's so doable when it's Izzy. Paranoid that someone's near him on the back lines. One to the right, one to the left. Izzy, divide and conquer was the name of the game. He can't complete it. Martin with 3, and mates starting to make the scoreline look a little better.
Got to have a couple of clean rounds, though, to really stabilize in terms of finances. Martin going to be one away from another showstopper. See, Bladestorm invested here. Everybody else off kilter a little bit for this old cycle. Issue being on the other side. Neki, oh, that's Echo. All with ultimates to invest now. Izzy just past halfway. And the buy is still there for Eternal Fire. This will be it, though. This will break the bank. Lost bonus to consider, sure, but this is the one to give mates some room to breathe at least.
With the hand around the throat is still Eternal Fire. They have a buy here.
There. Take this.
And they're getting active. They're pushing further. Herding mates towards that A site. There will be Echo waiting. You've got to look at there's another player nearby. It's Glyph. A lot to do, and he does have help in the form of Mini, so they're able to control that back line. And now they, well, it looks like they're making the run for it. Do they beat them there, though?
I think Echo's going to get in at about the right sort of time, but he's shifting
Maybe
up
unsure.
now. Yeah, Neki
maybe.
close by. I mean, still a chance to contest this. At least he's seeing the heads.
Don't jump. Don't jump. Keep
over.
your head down. Echo's going in. You can see it. They are chomping at the bit to get this one done. And another denial. And another 1v2. This time Ordaz who's been monstrous.
Oh, look at the damage he's just done to
He
Beepo.
he doesn't know, and Starzo's gone closer. It's a 1v1. Starzo, do you still feel so brave? Or Daz gonna go down. Starzo with another step as mates push forward.
And that's the one that gives them breathing room, sure, but they're not necessarily stabilized in terms of the finances. I mean, it's going to cost a lot to reinvest here. The first timeout called now as mates get up to 8. With Sheriffs to bring in here for Eternal Fire. But 3 rounds unanswered now.
None of them land. It could be this round. It could be any of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's even just
any day
not
of the
even
week.
a mistake made on the side of mates, but somebody, you know, finds a kill or two from Eternal Fire. It could be here, walking down mid.
It certainly
Look
could
at this.
be. Are they ready? Are they prepared? Now they better be. And already there is blood to be drawn. Glyph does very well, but Fabian has found 2 back. Fortunately, they are fighting as 5. Fabian's got himself an upgrade. It's taken away. There we go. 3 standing and another made for mates. There is something about this.
That resilience starting to show here for the mates. 3 more to find. Again, the economy going to be topsy-turvy these next few rounds.
Maradona.
And at least here we'll have an operator in hand for Izzy. TP and a neural theft available for the mates. So Echo need to anchor down C initially. Heavy lean towards A. Neki already making moves here across the map.
Yeah, 2 players in reaction to this, heading over towards the site. Making no subtleties about this either, mates. They want to kind of posture this way. Do they think that they've quelled enough of Eternal Fire's aggression? That's what I'm curious about. They might
Surely not,
genuinely believe
right?
that to a degree.
I mean,
to a degree. But you can see the caution being aired, right? This is still a very careful approach. Trying to manipulate those rotations, pull the players out of positions. Izzy is posted on this, however.
it's going to be really difficult for them to actually take this space towards A. CP's sent in by Glyph.
Does he?
No, surely not. Just an information check. Izzy nearly catches Beepo on the adjustment there. Would have been a wild shot.
Yeah, they're really trying to sell this. So the TP was taken, that now we're going to have, you know, maybe Beepo on the site as well. But it's Echo who's prepared. He's ready and waiting. Paranoia comes in. Can mates make it through the choke point? Beepo succeeded. Do they then cancel on this? There's still a 1v1 to be had on the other side. As there's only 1 kill from Echo, that's it. Caught on the heels. Neki can't do it either. But Fabian waiting, and it's going to be down to the wire here. 18 seconds. Spike just about going down. Nothing to stop that.
Spike planted.
Minis HP. Man advantage here for
Beepo.
Eternal Fire. Beepo has to deliver.
Oh!
Fabian's found it.
It's all on Mini, 16 HP in a bit of a dream, but surrounded on all fronts. He has to pick the right fight, and vision remove. Dead to rights as Eternal Fire looked a cut above the rest today. 13-9. Yes, mates showed signs of life towards the end, but these boys were out.